Back to Georgia now. The Fulton County case brought against former President Donald Trump by DA Fani Willis can continue with one big caveat. It was that either she or Nathan Wade, the special prosecutor that she admitted to having a relationship with, had to step down from the case in order for it to move forward. Our chief legal analyst, Khalif Rhodes, is here to continue our coverage. And Khalif, we learned just a little more than an hour ago that Wade has agreed to step down. Was that expected?
Expected 100%. I mean, if the judge gave him two options: either Fani Willis and her team, the whole entire office steps down, or Wade steps down. So that's one person. Really not a hard decision. Wade, you can go ahead and step aside. We'll handle the rest of this. I think that was there. But I won't say that I'm a fortune teller, but when we talked about this the other day, I did say this exactly what happened. When Judge McAfee gave them an opportunity to refile the charges that he dismissed, he said you have a lengthy time frame to refile them, but he only had a few more days to make a decision, and the decision was made today. So why would you give someone an opportunity to refile charges if you were going to dismiss the entire case? He tipped his hat to that. Also, during the hearing, he tipped his hat that he wouldn't remove Willis from the case. He asked a number of questions, and I always say, listen to the questions that the judges are asking, and that will kind of give you an opportunity to know where they're going. He says, does Georgia state law give us an opportunity to remove someone for just the appearance of a conflict? And nobody could really give him an answer. They all would say, you know what, Your Honor, I'm not sure, I don't think so. The prosecution was saying, no, it's not there. Defense attorney really never gave him an answer, and that's what it came down to. He talked about smell, and he talked about appearance. He said, this smells like untruthfulness is there. And then he said, there is an appearance of impropriety. And you don't want either one of those things in the case. And that's why he made the decision that somebody had to go.
All right, so you did call that the other day, but what else did the judge say in his ruling? Anything impactful there?
I mean, the most impactful is that smell, that scent. Judicial officials are really clear on making sure that they don't ever have the appearance of impropriety. But he made it his point to say that the people have to have trust in this institution. And you, as a prosecutor, have a higher burden to ensure that you sow trust into this public prosecution of an individual. And not just this case, he said, for all cases. And so even if it has a light scent of impropriety, we don't want to have it. And so you need to remove, and you need to do something fast, because the American people are watching. I think that it was a well-crafted opinion, short, like I want to read 23 pages, not a 100+ page opinion, but he made sure he laid out the foundation to let them know that he didn't think that there was any truthfulness that was being done by the Bradley, the other witness. He didn't think there was any credibility. And he said, I can't base my decision on a foundation that credibility is kind of weak. I mean, everything in there was right in line with what the law said it was supposed to be, and I'm glad he made a decision. It was a tough call, but you have to follow law, and he did an excellent job in it.
Well, and Fani Willis has really been under the microscope there in Fulton County, Georgia, but that's not the only place. She's also facing a contempt threat from Capitol Hill. What's that about?
I mean, once Jim Jordan gets his hands on you, he's not letting go. So he asked for records to be turned over, and he said the other day that she's kind of dragged her feet on turning these over. I think she had her mind in this Georgia case, and that may have been stopping her from getting all the documents over there to him as fast as he wanted them to. But you got to remember, she was using federal funds, and so because she was using federal funds, she's subject to ensuring that she uses them appropriately. And he wants to go through with a fine-tooth comb to see if she was using them correctly. Her testimony didn't help. Wade's testimony didn't help. You could guarantee this was coming down the line, because it sounds like none of this money was going to the right place at the right time. So we'll see what happens with that. But I'm sure before she gets held in contempt, she'll turn over the documents.
All right, Khalif, thank you. We'll keep an eye on this as always. Tara?